What you wrote before we did this interview, you had this sort of collaborative, together-based sense of participation. How would something like, so how, when we think that kind of like, when you're in like a face-to-face class for like face-to-face writing class, you can kind of imagine what that would look like. In our class, what were things that you kind of saw as like these sort of like collaborative forms of participation?
Well, I guess the main one was the weekly discussions on the discussion forum.
Yeah.
That was obviously meant to be participatory.
Yeah.
The artifact presentations felt more participatory than a lot of the other elements.
Okay.
And I think it's because we were connecting with each other on a richer level than in the actual discussion forum.
Do you think that was like because of the kind of the video, the fact that there's actually like a person behind the participation?
I think it was a combination of that. I think that was a real important element, was we could see the person, and so there was a personal connection. But I also think because there was not an outline we had to follow for the response.
Yeah.
We didn't have to do this or do that or cover this or cover that. There wasn't a minimum number of words. I don't think there was.
No.
It was just respond to this.
Yeah.
And so it was a little more
yeah.
open-ended.
Okay.
And I think that also contributed to it. And the original poster who would post the video seemed to be real attentive to want to see what people were going to write. And they would come back and respond.
Back. Yeah.
And I liked that because I felt like there was a conversation happening, because I like conversation. Yeah. And I felt like in the forum, many times, most of the time, people never came back.
Exactly.
So I would put up a response, and it might have questions. I would call somebody out by name. So-and-so, what did you mean by this?
Yeah.
You know, they never came back. I don't even think they ever saw it.
It's only a one-time thing. It's like a one-sided conversation, you know.
Right.
Because I know that most of those people aren't going back and reading that and saying, "Oh, that makes sense what they said," and you know, I'm almost positive no one does that, you know, or the majority of people. There's probably, you know, the girl that turned everything in first, she probably went back into that, but no one else. You know, maybe video responses.
Yeah.
Like I almost responded to some of those discussion boards with a video.
Right.
But I thought people are going to think that this guy's just like trying so hard to.
Yeah.
You know, but I thought, well,
like in some ways that would be.
I mean, it was. I didn't do it because because nobody else did.
Right. What do you think would be like? What made you think like I would rather do a response as a video, like in those moments when you thought that?
I guess because I felt like the same thing. Like nobody's really reading what I'm saying.
Okay.
You know, but if I put a video, maybe somebody'd be like more willing to just click on it while they were doing something else. You know. Right. And